K66.9 is no joke. Audio so rough, makes your ears choke. But they keep talking, voices ain't broke. But you keeps microphones stroke. We ain't got cash, just passion black. Audio crack. Rock this podcast. Crack the podcast. Crackling audio, background invite. Authentic sound in the dead of the night. Listeners tune in, nothing's ever tried. Raw and pretty, not pristine or light.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. However, it's just Kevin, but we also have a special guest, Mr. Mike Newman from Level Up with Mike Newman. How's it going, brother?
It's going, man. How's it going?
It's a day. It's been a stressful week, but we're making it through. We are definitely making it through. Let me see who we have up in the chats real quick. It looked like Pamela Hicks, Pigtown Sports. How's it going, Pigtown Sports? So Pigtown Sports was the one who kind of inspired Clay and I to start using some AI with our Roadcaster for the presets.
I heard about that.
I really, it's a hit and miss, but I think for the most part, it nails things pretty nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Pigtown Sports, he says, Mike, of all the absolute amazing mics, what have you plugged in tonight?
One of my hidden favorites, the Fine Tank 1.
Dude, I gotta tell you, that has quickly become probably my favorite mic here recently. I say that a lot because it's always the newest is my favorite, but no, this one, it just takes all the tones and rounds things out. There's nothing real sharp about it, but it still has character to your voice, and I just adore that mic.
Yeah, I loved the look. My very first premium good microphone was the Rode Pod mic, but it was just so flat and nasally and just harsh. This is everything I wanted the Rode Pod mic to be.
And yeah, it comes with switches to where if you want to do your mid bass boost, mid bass boost, you can do that.
Yeah, this is the tone I wanted out of the Rode Pod mic. Plus, you get the switches, and you get to keep that same awesome build quality. I just love it. I even think Bark was talking about. I think he gave this a 10 out of a 10 on obscure mics, just because of what you get for the price.
Yeah, he did. I think right now, it's dropped like $30 too. It's like around $100 right now, pretty much close to the same as the Rode Pod mic. So it's a better value in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm looking at Amazon right now, $99, originally $129. And again, you don't have to put any processing on this. You do have to with the Rode Pod mic.
Yes.
So you know what? I'll go with the Fine.
I will too, man. But that is the Tank 1. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Tank 2, which is this beautiful thing right here. Build quality just as good as the Tank 1. Mm-hmm. It is a solid mic. This is XLR and USB. Matter of fact, I got a little slideshow prepared for it. It is 192 kilohertz and it's 24-bit, which I do. I love Fine finally stepped up. A lot of their USB mics now are coming 24-bit instead of 16-bit. So it's just a higher sample rate, which is nice.
So is it all metal?
It is all metal. It is all metal. It is solid.
Because this, I think I was talking to you about it before too. It said it reminds me of the Mono HD 300T, which is handheld USB and XLR, but it was a plastic body.
No, this is all metal. This is all metal. However, there is one drawback of it. The handling noise
Yeah.
is not the greatest, which is why it's sitting on a boom arm and I'm not going to be holding it.
Yeah.
That is the one drawback, and to me it kind of is a big drawback because it is a handheld microphone.
Yeah.
But if you're going to use it for broadcasting like this, it's fine like this.
Yeah, like the 24-bit really comes into play if you like vocals.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you more information, but again, with it being a handheld, you're just gonna have to boom arm that or mic stand it up to use it.
Yeah, that's really about the only way. I will say the proximity effect on this thing is fantastic. You can get right up on it and really get those, really get in there. And yeah, and I like the fact that it came with a pop filter because Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, and he does not put pineapple on his pizza. So
half my house would agree with you. Actually, everybody in my house would agree with you.
Except for you.
I know.
It's fine.
I get half my pizza with pineapple. The other half is theirs.
So this is what actually comes in the box. You get the microphone, the pop filter, the USB A to USB C with a adapter cable, and their mic stand now is an adjustable mic stand. It's only adjustable maybe 2 inches, but it's better than nothing, and it's pretty nice. And they do sell this mic stand by itself now. So if anybody's interested.
So are you using it in XLR or USB right now?
I am using it in XLR. I don't think there's much difference in USB. I can hook it up USB a little bit later if you'd like, but right now I don't think there's much difference in XLR and USB.
I like the tone. It's got a deep tone to it.
I do have some processing on it. Hold on, let me turn it off. This is with no processing on it. It's still pretty nice. I think it gives a nice clarity to my voice. Picks up a lot of the natural sounds, and again, if you get right up on it, it still has that proximity effect.
Yeah, I don't like detect any harshness at the top with that one.
No, it's pretty nice. It's fairly well rounded for being a handheld microphone.
Yeah.
I'm put the
Especially for that price. What is it now? What's the price on this one?
you know what? I just had it looked up, and I think it's like $45.
Yeah, because it's $65 on their website, but on Amazon, like you said, it's on sale on Amazon.
Yeah, it's on sale. It's like $45 right now.
That's a good deal.
So here's the stand. I just wanted to highlight the stand simply because I do know that they do sell the stand by itself. It goes from 5.5 inches to 8 1/4. Let's see. It is plug and play. You can use it XLR or USB, as stated. It does have a mute indicator or a mute switch. I call it an on-off switch because you can use it in XLR as well. So if I was to take and turn it off,
Whoa.
it does.
Your mute button works in XLR mode too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's one of this is the only microphone that I have where the mute button still works in XLR.
You'd be surprised how many people I talk to when they ask what microphone to get in that budget range, that sub $100 for a podcast. They want the mute button in XLR.
Yeah, this one has it. This one has it. Yeah, it's
All I
really
could ever
nice.
think of is the Samsung Q9U as a good USB XLR microphone. With that
Something,
mute in the XLR, but again, it's that very mid-forward
yeah,
microphone.
something like the
Ooh, man, blue.
that has a on-off switch as well. So
Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that.
yeah, it does have the mute switch, headphone jack. The output volume slider, it's not a gain. It controls the input volume into your computer. So there's no gain knob on it. So you're gonna have to go in and maybe adjust it in OBS with your gain, or if you can do it on your computer that way. But there's like a little rolly thing that just adjusts the input to your computer.
Gotcha. That's pretty. It is pretty.
It is. It really is. I love the look of it without the pop filter, and I could probably get away with it because I do talk off axis. But I think with and there's the last one. It is multi-layered with everything. So there you have it. That is your Tank2, everybody.
Very nice. Very nice. Sneaky.
Let me go ahead. There we go. This is what it sounds like without the pop filter. And
It almost looks like a Sennheiser from just looking at it on screen, how it's got that, that subtle look instead of a pronounced look like an SM58 bulb at the end.
yeah, it's more of an oval instead of like that big ball.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good look to it.
and I mean, I always yell at one of my partners on one of my other channels when he messes with his mic, so I figured I better not do that, just in case he watches, and then he'll yell at me for doing that.
I always have to cut that part out of my reviews because I'm always slapping the pop filter on.
Yeah.
It's awful.
But yeah, I enjoy the sound with the pop filter. It does take the plosives right out, and I mean, well, there's still some there, but it's definitely not as pronounced.
Nice. That's a good deal. Sub $50.
Yeah, and Fine is really starting to kill the game with some of their microphones. I mean, they do have some more expensive microphones coming out. They do, but everything from the
It's what I've been wanting.
was that
That's what I've been wanting.
more expensive mics.
Yeah, they've got the cheap ones down. I get it. I love it. But man, if you could wrap the tone with a really nice body, I would
Yeah.
pay for it. And I've said that. Been saying it for a year. Like if you would wrap the AM8 in a nice like metal body, I would buy it. If you did I would buy it. Well, guess what? Now they're doing it.
They're listening. They listen to us.
Yeah.
And that is one good thing that I do like about Fine is they actually listen to what we say about them. They'll fix things without saying anything about it, without a press release. Like the AM8, they fixed the knobs on that. What was it? The K688.
Oh.
They recessed the capsule just a little bit. That helped out tremendously. So yeah, it's a lot.
What I really love about the fact that they did that is not so much that they did it without that they improve it. It's most companies now, especially like Mono or the other cheaper companies, they build something, it's got its benefits, it's got its low points, or if it's got its faults, and they just kind of improve it in a different microphone. But what if you really love the K688? You want it's almost the way like the Shure Sub 7B was slowly improved over time, but they kept the body. They make it, and they finally nailed it down a long time, but they've left it that way. I love that Fine is taking a model of a microphone that sells like the K688 or the AM8. They realize it's a big seller. They listen to people's complaints, and rather than design a whole different microphone to meet those complaints, they kept it in that one, and they just redesigned it and fixed it and tuned it up.
Mm-hmm.
So that, to me, that reminds me of a company what we love about Rode and Shure and some of those other companies, they take a microphone and they tweak it, but they try to constantly improve that model. They don't just like abandon the people who bought that and say, all right, well, there's your microphone. Have a good life. If you really like that microphone, you could keep that microphone and get it improved. It's like a computer.
Yep.
You know, I love my MacBook, but instead of getting a completely different computer, they take that same design and they just make tweaks to it over the years. So again, if you're paying $50 for a microphone, you're not out that much when they upgrade it and they do those changes. You just pay another $50 and now you've got that same microphone without the problems you had before. I'm more willing to spend $50 on a cheaper mic if it's a company that I know will make changes to it if you say something.
Yeah, it's brand loyalty at this point because they're working for their consumer. They're trying to improve what they're putting out. They're not just putting something out just to make a profit. It almost feels like they want to. They want that brand loyalty, so they're doing everything they can. If you like this specific microphone, they're going to improve it to where it's the best it can be. And I'm really enjoying what Fine is doing over there. And eventually they may end up fixing the handling noise on this.
Yeah.
So you never know, because I'm not the only one who mentioned it in my review. I've seen a few other reviews that mention, the handling noise, not the best.
Right. And what I love about Fine too is you're getting, like you said, it's that brand loyalty. So here's a company that if you cannot afford a $400 SM7B, a $500 or $440, oh man, broke that, an RE20 or something, you can't afford those microphones. Well, guess what? You spend $100 or less on a Fine. At least you know you're going to get the same kind of treatment from them and care that you would get from a Rode. Now, will this last 40 years? I don't know. But I do know that this company here, that even though I only spent $100 on this microphone, next year, they may roll out the same microphone with some tweaks to things that it fell short on. And now all I have to do is come up with $100 next year. I'm still $200 to $300 less than buying one of these.
Yeah.
And every couple of years, I'm getting a new and improved model for a fraction of the price.
Exactly. And who's to say that these microphones aren't going to last? I think the company has only been around since 2017, 2018,
Yep.
somewhere around there. So they don't have that longevity to be proven.
Yeah.
So it's you're in that kind of Schrodinger's box situation. You don't know whether it'll last or not.
And I will tell you right here, this is just, honest opinion, of all the microphones I have, I've been doing this channel, or, I've got microphones from the last 4 years. The only microphone that has ever failed me so far has this logo on it. It's the only microphone I bought where I can no longer use it because it is malfunctioning. And that's not supposed to happen with this guy. But yet I've got 7 $30-some Fine K669Ds that have not failed me. And I abuse those a lot worse than I ever did this. And yet somehow I'm using my Rode Video Mic Go 2 for my for some videos I do for the church. But now, like, I do videos every week of things that are going on in the church, just like a 2-minute video. Hey, this week we got this and this and this. I've used that for the last 4 years. I use it once a week, and it's never left my studio. It's been on a boom arm. And now when I use this microphone, I'm getting a humming sound that I cannot get rid of, that I've had to switch to my Deity V-Mic D4 shotgun mic. So again, yes, great companies last long, but that doesn't mean you can spend money on premium brand and still flop.
Philip Boyle wants to know, did you ask that company if they would fix it? Did you ask Rode if they'd fix it?
I am well beyond my warranty, so they would fix it, but it wouldn't be free.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's a $99 shotgun microphone. I'd rather just buy a new, But I don't even want to buy a new one because I've got another shotgun microphone
I would love for...
from D that I'm just going to roll with until this.
There you go.
But again, $99, but it just goes to show you that just because you buy a brand name microphone doesn't mean it's not going to fail either. Now they will, like, as far as Rode, my headphones have busted before from Rode, and they sent me out free ones, no questions asked. So there's some stuff. There's,
Yeah, he says, I get it. It's disappointing that it happens, but the metal of a company is what they will do to make it right. This is true. This is true.
I can't bash them. I haven't asked them. I haven't submitted it yet. I just noticed it this week. It's been humming for the last 3 or 4 weeks, but my software, I can go in and get rid of that staticky hum.
So speaking of, what a company will do, my K669D I dropped and I broke the mount. And I was like, hey, do you guys sell just a mount? I reached out. I was like, do you guys sell just a mount? And they actually offered to replace it for free. I actually told them no. I'm like, I was at fault. I'll pay for it. I don't want to take it. I mean, they've sent me so many things. I'm not going to take advantage of them like that. I'm like, this was on me. I'll take, and I bought the mount for the K669D after dropping it. But yeah, they offered to offer it. Huh? Was that?
I did the same thing. I dropped it and broke it, but because I got 7 of them, I'm like, all right, I'll just steal one from there.
Yeah.
But I've got one without the original plastic mount. Yeah.
And didn't you, speaking of talking about things that last, didn't you just abuse the K669D before you even tested it?
I mutilated it. Didn't even know it was there. So anybody didn't know, I bought it. I had seen Bark review it when it first come out. Fine didn't even have it on their own website yet for sale. Only on Amazon. So I went to Fine, didn't see it. Went on Amazon, found it, bought it myself, and then forgot that I bought it. So I was running out my front door one day because I was late for somewhere, and going down the steps. I wasn't just going out. I was also going down at warp speed and landed right on the box and destroyed the box. Microphone was just fine. It should have been 1,000 pieces if it was plastic, but metal body, baby.
I gotta tell you, and for me, that's my favorite microphone that for the price is the Fine K669D.
Yeah.
It's just a fantastic, it's a little bright compared to what I kind of like nowadays. It's a little bright, but I still enjoy the hell out of it, man.
If you put, again, that SM7B pop filter on it, and
the big boy
there, I actually did this as a test. I recorded an audio clip of me speaking into a Shure SM7B, and then the same sentence into a K669D. And I asked everybody, I said, one microphone is $30-some, the other one is $400. Which one sounds like the $400 microphone? People who had no idea about audio. I wasn't asking trained professionals. I was asking the everyday Joe.
Which is probably who's in the market for a K669D.
Asked my wife, asked my wife's parents, went over there, played them clips, went to the, at church, I was asking people that were just, walking by the office, hey, come here, listen to this. Which one do you think is the four? Not a percentage, I'm talking 100% said they thought that this was the more expensive microphone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they had no idea what an SM7B was. They had no idea what had no idea. But I'm just telling them, one of these microphones costs $400. One of them costs $35. Which one do you think? And with this pop filter on it, they all voted for this one as the better sounding microphone. Now, this was no processing right out of the box. SM7B needs processing to sound good. Not meant to be left alone. But I'm just saying. Plug and play, they thought this sounded better out of the box. And if you're starting a YouTube channel, you don't know anything about audio, you're not going to be able to make the SM7B sound good.
This is true, yeah.
This attachment right here, you're running and gunning, and it sounds.
So it's what, $36 for when you're paying full price for the K669D if it's not on sale. $36, and how much for the pop filter?
$12 for the clone, and it's $21 if you want the original. I have the original, and I had 4 clones. I've put them all together on the shelf, and I forgot which one was the original. And I've tried so many times different sound samples to figure out which one was the original. I still don't know which one the original was. They all sound good. So that just tells you, if you get yourself the $12 one. I can't even like figure out which one was the original.
So basically, for $50, you get a microphone that the layman will enjoy more than the $400 SM7B. There you go. Let's see. Know Your Joe, how's it going, my man? How is it going? Is that Clippy? Is that your I love that Know Your Joe. He has Clippy as his little icon. That's freaking fantastic. I love that. So what I wanted to talk about going as a talking point is, since this microphone is a USB XLR microphone, is that the versatility of having something like this. Say you can't really afford a audio interface or a sound card or anything like that, or they just intimidate you if you want. Because I know when I first started getting into audio, a audio interface, and it kind of intimidated me because I've never worked with one. So I was strictly used to USB, and that was my comfort zone until I got out of my comfort zone. So having a USB microphone that has this type of sound, especially nowadays, when I first started, like the Yeti, the Blue Yeti was king. Everybody was using the Blue Yeti, the Snowball, something of that nature as far as USB microphones. And nowadays you have things like the Tank2, you have the AM8 from Fine, which sounds absolutely fantastic right out of the box.
I love that mic.
Yeah, and you got things like that, and you can, when you're ready to upgrade, you can get yourself either a SE3, or in my personal opinion, I would suggest going with the Focusrite 1, the Vocaster 1. I would go with the Vocaster 1 to upgrade. I think that's, or 2. It depends on what your use case is. I think the 1 is probably like, I think it's only maybe $10 to $20 more than the SE3 at this point. So I would go with that. It's a little bit better of an interface. The preamps on it are definitely a little bit better. It's the SE3 is more of a sound card in my, so I would actually use something that's meant to be an audio interface. Plus, if you're new, having that auto gain feature is absolutely fantastic.
Huge. Yep. To me, it's like audio for noobs. Vocaster 1 does everything for you. You don't need to know anything.
No,
Presets in there.
just
Auto gain, like you said, and it can handle anything but 70 dB of gain. Anything.
yeah. Even if you have a SM7B, I believe it can push that. You may be maxing it out, but it's
No, actually no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Shure recommends the SM7B at 60 dB of gain. Vocaster 1's got 70.
Oh, there you go. You're not even maxing it out. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I love it. And one of the problems I was having with the Vocaster was in OBS, it was recording my left and right channel wasn't the same. My right channel was always 6 dB lower. It didn't even fluctuate. It was just constant. It was like a safety channel.
Yeah.
In case you clipped, and it was doing that. So if you're in, I remember you and Clay were talking about the Vocaster, I think a couple podcasts ago, and mentioned the problem that I was having. So if you're in a Windows OBS, it doesn't happen. 'Cause I have a Windows laptop that I got the other day, and I plugged it into that just to see if it's happening that. But if you have a Mac computer with the Vocaster, it will give you that constant safety channel feature.
Is it still doing that? Even like, have you upgraded the software on it?
Yep, upgraded the software. So the only way to fix that is just go into OBS if you have a Mac computer and just make it mono, so that way both channels are linked together. It sends it out equally. And that solves the problem. That's what I've been doing. But in a Windows PC, you don't have to do that. It does it automatically.
Yeah. Oh, we got Christopher Colt, the smooth sounds of Christopher Colt. Hello, guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope you both are doing well. Doing fantastic. Red Cabin Acoustic is in the house. He said it's Mike Newman and Kevin. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw Joe and who else was there with Clay the other day talking about clones and
It was Phil.
Phil.
Yeah. He was
podcast.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic podcast. They got way more into the weeds than it's above my pay grade for some of that stuff. But they're audio engineers and stuff like that, which I'm not. I'm still basically a layman, but it's fun to tinker with this stuff.
Yeah, the clones out there, it's getting crazy. Clones and copycats, just straight up ripoffs.
Yeah, I see the SM7B all the time for like $68, and I'm like, yeah, right. Come on, that's a clone.
Yeah, it scared me though, because I think Philip noticed or got a clone Neumann BCM 705, and that makes me nervous because I am looking. That's my dream dynamic microphone. Total overkill, totally not necessary, but I want it in the matte black, and I will not buy it used anymore. After seeing that, because he bought one used and it is a knockoff, I'm like, okay, never mind. Keep saving for the original $700 and some odd dollars.
Save them pennies, man. Gotta save them pennies.
Sell a kidney.
Reach out, be like, hey, I'll do a review if you send.
Any of you need a kidney, I'll give you one for $700.
Oh man, yeah. But do you have any advice or suggestions for a USB XLR microphone, or any input on the versatility of having a USB XLR microphone?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, to me, I recommend it a lot because there are a lot of people that want to start a podcast, but they don't even know XLR USB. They're completely jumping in. So I always tell them if you don't know what you want to do, don't spend a lot of money on a microphone right out the gate until you know you really want to do it. Don't go buy the Shure SM7B or a Rode NT1 5th Gen USB microphone. Because you don't even know if you're going to be doing it long term. So get yourself an affordable one, get your feet wet, decide if you like the workflow. USB, you just plug it in. Because to me, before you even figure all that other stuff out, you need to decide if you're willing to put in the work for a YouTube channel. We all know
that's work. It is work.
It sucks.
What you see here is 10% of what goes into it.
Yeah. So I always, honestly, no doubt, I honestly recommend everybody when they want to start one out, go get yourself a fine AM8. Now that they got the Tank2 out there, there's great options under $100 where you can just get your feet wet. And if you really like it, then make the next microphone your investment into the hard. Now that you know what the hard work is, make it enjoyable. Go get a microphone you really love to use. But to me, the fine AM8 or the K6, a dual USB, you just plug in your USB, get used to the work, get used to the flow. You really like it, and go ahead and jump into the XLR. Because I always tell everybody, once you start playing around in that area, you don't go back.
No, you really don't. The sound quality is just it's just better. You have more control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of the USB thing, again, how many times do we go on? Let's say they want to jump into a YouTube channel, they want to start a podcast. You don't realize once you start going, you're going to go on vacations. You're going to need to go somewhere where you got to go on the road. How easy is it to just go somewhere? You got your laptop and you got a USB microphone. You plug it right into the side.
Mm-hmm.
You use a cheap webcam, or you could use the built-in webcam on your laptop if you have.
Use your phone if you have to.
Your phone. Your phone is better than who was it? What's his name? Real big camera guy. Always goes around and does videos evaluating other people's setups.
Oh, I have no idea.
Big time camera guy, over 1 million, I think it is, subscribers. But he was saying that he wouldn't even recommend a Sony ZV-E10 anymore because he feels like the iPhone cameras, or the up to date, the newer cameras now are better video quality and easier to handle for the beginner than going out and getting yourself a Sony ZV-10 and a lens and then having to figure out white balance and lighting. Again, because when you get those cameras, lighting is a bigger issue.
Yeah.
Where a camera, you don't need to have the best lighting for it to work.
Yeah, or webcam. I'm using a webcam. I'm using a freaking $100, $130 webcam right now.
I'm not using my Sony right now. This is the Tank2.
Oh, the Tank2. That's fantastic, though.
Love it. I use it.
It looks like it could be your camera, though.
Yeah.
It is amazing. Like, I'm looking at the depth of your blacks right now, and I'm not seeing any sort of noise in there, and I'm jelly.
No, it's beautiful. And the beautiful thing is it handles light better than a regular mirrorless camera. Like, I don't have to worry about my lights being great. The auto features on this thing is absolutely amazing.
We got a question here, Red Cabin Acoustic.
Less stress.
Oh, anything with less stress is the best.
And I'm telling you, that's what I tell everybody when they start out.
All right, we got a question from Red Cabin. He wants to know if we saw Bark's review of the CAD Audio A77 USB cardioid condenser side address microphone.
No, I watched the first 30 seconds of it, and then I had to turn it off. And not because of the video. I had someone come in my office with something, and I haven't got back to it yet. So,
yeah, I've seen it. I have it marked to view. I've been busy for the past few days with some family stuff. So
he's raring to go. Right? 'Cause I think he opened the video with just talking about how he just got back from vacation. The summer heat is gone. Don't have to turn like my studio right now. I don't have my AC on. That's like go time.
Oh, see, yeah, it's 89 right now here. So if I didn't have AC, I would just be pouring sweat.
Oh, awful. Hated it.
Let's see. We got King Paco in the house. He wants to know how you're doing.
I'm doing great. And yes, Gerald Undone. That's the guy.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Know your Joe. That's the guy. And he was saying, if you want to learn how to use mirrorless cameras, and that's a good starting point. But if you don't care about mirrorless or whatever, and you really want quality, you're getting better return on your investment by using your phone before going to a Sony ZV-10.
Yeah, and a lot of these, if you're using your phone to record, so their microphones aren't the best. So a lot of these USB microphones you can plug into your phone, directly into your phone, and they sound fantastic. Like the Profile 3. The Profile 3 works.
Microphone.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Give that to a friend who wants to start a podcast. He's like, he wants to do it with me. He's like, I don't have a microphone. I was like, I'll give you I got a Profile 3. You're gonna sound great. USB microphone. I don't have to teach him anything. I literally just plug it in. It's gonna sound good. Don't have to touch it. Just plug it in and run with it.
It's amazing. Like when I did my review of it, I had plugged it into my phone, and the sound quality difference just like flipped from night to day. Even in an untreated room, it sounded much better. Clay does use his iPhone as his main camera. He has a OBS-bot, but he don't like it because his phone is better.
Yeah,
and it is.
Yep, it is.
It truly is. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. King Paco, I'm doing it well as well, just so you know.
For asking. Yep, doing it. Had a long day, but I'm glad I'm here.
Man, it has been a long day. Oh, I do have a poll. Tonight.
All right.
I do have a poll.
Not a big one, is it? Okay.
No.
Rather heard than
since the game is started and it is tonight, are you ready for football? I mean, heck yeah, I am absolutely. Oh, that looks that's nice.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I've preseason was just like a little taste.
Yep.
And because you got like a drive of the starters, so it is like a taste, and then sloppy football. So I'm super excited before the season. I'm like in 2 fantasy leagues, so hopefully it'll go nice.
And then I only watched like the first 2 minutes, but apparently before the first snap, a guy gets ejected for spitting on another guy.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's ready, even they're ready.
Yeah, they're ready to go, man. The build up, especially with everything that's went on with the Cowboys this year with Parsons and everything. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we got people ready for football. So that's the poll tonight. We'll come back to it. We'll check in on it a little bit later. And if you're voting no, it does. Apparently, I did put it in hashtag no. Does have to be capitalized. I didn't realize I did it that way, but I'm noticing it now, so I'm mentioning it now.
All right, I'm typing on.
Kevin and Clay saved my butt today. Want to know why I couldn't get Elgato capture card to work with OBS and Streamlab? I used the Chat GPT. Well, there you go. I'm glad we could help you by directing you to Chat GPT.
You guys got me to finally break down and use it for the first time ever.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
What'd you use it for?
I used it for the intro for my last video for the well, I haven't posted it yet. It's the intro for my Elgato gaming setup.
Okay.
Video. But I was like, how do I intro this video where I'm going to cover like 7 items and get the intro done in 30 seconds? Couldn't do it. Did Chat GPT. I was like, okay, I'll use that one. I tweaked it a little because I still want it to have my personal touch.
Right.
It saved me. I spent 10 minutes trying to figure out how to do this intro, and I'm like, you know what? I'm caving.
I will say, I mean, if you're stuck and you're just out of brain power,
yeah,
just type something in Chat GPT. It'll if it don't give you what you need, it'll put you on the right track to what you need.
Yeah. No, I do not. I have a PlayStation 5 that I use for I'm going to start testing gaming mics in that gaming platform. Like, does it cut through the mix?
Oh, okay. Fine just released a couple gaming headsets. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I like their, what is it, the H9?
Yeah, the H9.
I have 3 of them. I use them at all my setups.
Oh wow. My son just broke his, so I'm gonna get with Fine and be like, hey, I need to test another.
Yeah,
test another one.
The microphone on that headset sounds amazing.
For it being a headset microphone, a cardioid pattern as well, it's omnidirectional, I should say. It sounds fantastic.
And I would buy that headset if I wanted to just have a podcast with a headset with a mic right there. Like that price, what is it, like $40? I forgot how much it is.
Yeah.
But that microphone, and you get to monitor, it's like built-in monitor to a microphone. Dude, you're rocking and rolling for a killer price.
Yeah, it's less than the price of most microphones, actual microphones. So yeah, and you're gonna sound fantastic. You don't get that high pitched, tinny, open room sound with that microphone.
Yeah, and it's noise rejection, it's noise canceling, whatever, is crazy. I'm only saying that because my family gets mad if I put my headset on downstairs in the living room. Like, they're all in the living room and they complain because I'm up here in my studio all the time. So I'll go downstairs, spend some family time with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll turn on the PlayStation, put my headphones on, and the family's all around me trying to talk to me. I can't hear them. Until they tap me on the shoulder and I'm like, what?
I'm sure they scared you a few times doing it.
Yeah.
Philip, it's the Fine H9.
H9, yeah. How much is that, too? Price that thing.
Yeah, and it has a 7.1 surround sound button on it as well. I do know that some games it can sound a little weird with that, so keep that in mind. But as far as the sound quality and the microphone itself, I don't think you can find a better deal.
The microphone itself is worth more than $37.
Is that how much it is? $37?
$37.99 for noise cancellation and a microphone that sounds just. It reminds me of the Samson Video Mic Go. It's the webcam with the. It's a $100 webcam. It's an okay webcam, but it's got their nice microphone built into it. That microphone is amazing. That's what it reminds me of that, where you're just getting an amazing microphone and everything else is just cream on top or icing on top.
Well, with this one, the sound quality of the actual headset matches the sound quality of the microphone.
The only knock, I will say this, the only knock is that cord doesn't come out. It is perfectly attached, and I broke one, or I didn't. My daughter fell asleep with it on, and when she moved, she pulled it so hard that the end piece busted off, the little metal at the end. And because of that, we had to buy a whole new headset just because of that. So that's the only knock, but again, $37.
Right. You're not spending 100 something, 150 on like a Turtle Beach or something like that.
Yeah.
Look at that. We turned into a gaming channel for...
No, what happened?
We turned into a little gaming channel for a hot minute.
Oh, so out of my element doing this.
What, the gaming stuff?
Yeah, it's been 2 months of me just learning how to use the Elgato Wave software to bring in the audio sources from here and there, and learning how to do Discord. Never did that before. I know of Discord, but I'd never used it.
Right.
So just learning how to, like, getting a Discord channel up, learning how to bring people's audio in and video into this mix, and how to get it was just, I'm pulling my hair out. So I finally got it. Should be coming out soon.
Should have had you on last time because that's what we were talking about was Discord, bringing your audio into Discord.
Yeah.
With OBS.
Getting my handle on that.
Have you tried? You're just using the Elgato portion. You're not trying to use it with a Rodecaster Duo or anything like that.
The first time I did Discord, I was using it with my Zoom PodTrack P8 mixer.
Okay.
I was trying to keep this one separate, so I have a separate gaming setup with all the stuff over there. So I don't want this stuff to mix and mess with my settings over here.
Food can't touch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I did that, and so I started out with the Zoom PodTrack P8, got it dialed in, and then I went to the Stream Deck Plus, and of course the XLR hub that goes on the back, brought in the Wave software, and it just got so much more complicated, but I figured it out. So needless to say, you gamers out there, much respect, mad respect for y'all. That's like learning how to build a rocket.
Yeah, when Rodecaster updated, and they brought in all these different channels and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know how to use that.
Yeah, they did that. They did the virtual.
Mm-hmm.
For gamers, haven't even attempted to mess with that yet. My brain can't hold this much information.
I like my food the way it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it the way it is. I just don't want to mess with it. So I don't even try the Rodecaster in a gaming setup.
I like this barbecue sauce. I don't need any other barbecue sauce.
Yes. Yep. That's it.
Does anybody have any questions about XLR, the Tank2, or anything like that? Because right now we're just kicking it. We're just talking about anything right now. So King Paco, he is a gamer. He games a lot. He plays a lot of San Andreas. So it's fun watching him play. I've watched his streams a few times, and he said he's still learning it, and it's pretty hard.
I got into, my son got me into the game. He's been trying. All I've ever played is Madden and college football.
That's all I'm playing now. It's college football and Madden.
Yeah, so that's all I play. And then my son's 22, and he's really into this game called Helldivers 2. So he's like, Dad, you got to try this. You got to try this. It's a first-person shooter or whatever, and you're going against aliens and bugs like the movie Stormtroopers. And then you can go and shoot. You can go to these other galaxy and battle robots like you're in the Terminator movie. And then you can go over here and fight zombies if you want to fight zombies. And I'm like, okay, I got addicted. So that's what I've been doing for 2 months, is learning how to do all of this setup on Helldivers. And I literally had to just shut it down for a month because it was brain was just
You needed a reset. You hit the power button, reset.
yeah. I maxed
And
out my ship.
a lot of times that's needed. Even just doing regular, not just gaming. That could be podcasting. That can be anything. Sometimes you got to hit that reset button.
Look at that, $27.95 for the pink one.
Yeah, that's a good deal, man. That's a real good deal, Philip.
Where did
Philip, do you prefer Phil or Philip? I don't want to call you something to where you're like, I don't like that. So, let's see. LOL. The video games got Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, they got me. It got me good. I got nothing done.
I was literally playing Madden before I came in here.
Were you?
Yeah, because today they uploaded the current rosters, so I was playing a little bit. Yeah,
I'm waiting for it to go on sale. Then I'll get the new one with the new roster. And I hate it. I know it's a scam that all they do is just pump out a new roster with new ratings and then make you pay $100 or whatever it is now. And yet every year I complain, and yet every year when the new roster comes out, I'm chomping at the bit to pay more money for the same game, but with the rookies in it.
Yeah, that's really all we're doing.
Yeah.
So I will say, visually, it looks fantastic. It really does.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. There's different intros to every game, and this year there's an actual halftime if you're into the presentation of it. Mm-hmm. So like they'll show, they haven't done this in years. They'll actually show other games on the halftime show.
Oh, okay. My big question is, and I don't know if you're there yet, I noticed in last year's game, if you drafted people, the rookies you would draft had weird legs. The Cavs were like, you get a 300-pound offensive lineman with the legs of Jamison Williams or, Dante Smith from the Eagles or something, like these little toothpicks.
No, I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
Let's see. Know your Joe. Hey, Philip. Well, they sent me the wrong wireless mic. No lighting connection. USB-C only. Dang.
Which one is it talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about there, Know Your Joe? Just curious.
Which one?
King Paco says, I have the capacitor card 4KX and I couldn't get it to stream 4K 60, only could get it at 4K 30. But today I can make it hit 4K 60. It took me from August 30th to today.
I noticed with that too, it's the connection that matters. So if you got the 4KX and you want that 4K 60, it specifically says on there that the USB-C is a 3.2 USB-C plug, and you need to plug it into, not only that, you need to have the right size cable for it to get that, but you got to plug it into either directly into your computer. You try to use a hub that's not compatible, like it's just a
lot of times hubs won't work. It has to be a direct connection.
Yeah, it'll dumb it down, so to speak, if it can't pass the right amount of data. So I've noticed in order to get my 4K, true 4K at 60 frames per second, I've got to use the cable that it came with, and I've got to plug it directly into my M4 Mac Mini, and use the console gaming like that for it to work. When I use this capture card for like the Tail 2, if I don't have it plugged directly into my M4, if I use a hub, it will bounce me down to 30 frames per second. It will not give me 60 frames per second.
What AI tell you to do, King Paco?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. If you're using a hub, it won't work as well. Make sure you're using the blue USBs because those are the 3.1 and higher.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure and the cable.
Yes.
A lot of times the cable that comes with it it's like proprietary. Yeah. It's like a proprietary cable, which I don't like, because what if something happens to that cable? Now I got to buy a whole new rig, because a lot of times they won't sell just the cable.
Yeah. And let me see if I can find that.
It's a Queen Link quad mode wireless lavalier microphone for iPhone, Android with noise cancellation, acoustic reverb, and mute. 48K 24-bit. A good range, 330 foot range. 60-hour battery, lapel mic for video recording stream. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And they sent you the wrong one? No, you're Joe. That's not good. Send it back.
Yep.
Send it back.
Yeah, that's not what I asked for. Not what you told me.
He told me to use Streamlabs. Well, there you go.
That's OBS too. Different version.
Let's see. KYJ. Send it back because that adapter is special. King Paco said he couldn't get OBS to hit 4K 60, but like I said, make sure everything is plugged in correctly and using the cable it came with. You may be able to make it hit 4K in OBS.
Yep. And make sure it's going into a hub that can handle that speed too.
Yeah.
I mean, going into an input that can handle that speed.
Right.
Again, if you're using an older computer that can't handle that speed, it'll just bump it down to, again, it's like a 3.1 USB is what most computers come with, but I think the 4KX is 3. I forgot what, I got the cable from. It's a heavy duty cable. And if I don't, again, I've got to put it in my Thunderbolt connect input, USB-C to USB-C. I can't use the adapter to get it into a USB-A. USB-C to USB-C in my Thunderbolt, and that's when I get my 4K 60.
A lot of it is trial and error sometimes because everybody's setup is different. So on OBS only could do 4K 30. I have the capture card plugged into the USB-C.
Like what's your computer that you're plugging it into? Is it a newer one, like a recent 1 to 2 years old, or is it older than that? That'll make a difference too.
And was it plugged into a USB? Well, no. If it was plugged in USB-C, then it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Dude, this has been a fun show.
Yeah, it went by fast.
It really did. Really did.
Wow.
Let's check in on that poll real quick. I'm curious what everybody's saying. I'm definitely ready for some football.
I am. I got it in the background over here. I've been peeking every now and then.
What score?
It was 14-13 last time I looked up.
Ooh, close game.
I don't know if that's because they missed a field goal or they hadn't kicked it yet. And I am a little bit behind because I paused it for a few minutes.
It looks like we're split down the middle, 2-2.
No.
Yes and no.
No. Oh, 21-20 now.
Oh, wow.
Eagles over Dallas. It's halftime. That's why I haven't seen a score in a few minutes. All right.
OTG.
Like
yeah, I was confused at what OTG stands for as well. So maybe I should have actually asked. What does OTG stand for, Phil? Philip? Dr. Phil? Philip Head Screwdriver? He said he don't care what I call him, so I'm just going to call him a bunch of different things there.
He did have one exception.
Yes, there was one thing. As long as it's not that, it could be anything.
Know your Joe, OTG with the question mark. On the go.
On the go compatible. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that what it is? I don't know. I was just spitting it. I don't know.
Over the gate.
The computer Lenovo Legion.
It should be able to handle. Yeah, those are good specs.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you got it figured out, though, King Paco. Even if it is, you were right. On the go. It's on the go.
On the go. Wow, check it out. I was just guessing.
Wow, blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then.
No. Anybody else got any questions? I'm on a roll.
Any more questions before we start wrapping this up?
USB or USB. Way to go for microphones. Telling you.
Yeah.
Whenever I leave my studio and I go anywhere, I'm grabbing a microphone that does USB-C, and
What's your go-to?
for USB-C?
Yeah.
It's a cheat code if you really want to know. I use the Shure MVX2U. Plug an XLR microphone into that, and then of course out the backside, it's now a USB-C microphone.
That is cheating. That is cheating.
I will say, being honest, if I had the last 3 times I had to do a Zoom call or a conference call, and I wanted a microphone, I grabbed my Rode PodMic USB and plugged it in, and I didn't even use the processing on it. And you really want to know the truth, because it's got colorful pop filters. It's not because it's not the sound. It's not I just like, you know what? I can bling it up in 6 different colors, and I have all the colors of the thing. So honestly, USB-C out of the box, mate. Especially now that they fixed it.
Definitely. So Philip wants to know what mic I'm using. I am using one of FineFine's newest microphones. This is the FineFine Tank2. This is a handheld microphone, but don't use it as handheld because it does have bad handling noise. Keep it on a boom arm. This is one of the few mics that does have a on-off switch or a mute switch. And
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That to me, I'm going to get one. Like, they haven't offered to send it to me. I'm not even going to wait for them to offer to send it to me. I'm just going to buy it because the XLR mute button.
It's a good feature. It really is.
You have no idea how many times I'm recording a YouTube video and I hear the door open to my studio and they just fly up the stairs. My kids screaming, dad, sister's chasing me with a butcher knife. I don't know, whatever it is.
Wow.
I can't reach the mute button to my Rodecaster because it's like over here. It is just so easy to just, and I'm an XLR guy, so I don't get that USB mute button that everybody. So when you tell me there's an XLR microphone with a mute button, I get them.
Yeah, and it's under $50 right now. So XLR USB, stainless steel. This is I don't know if it's stainless, but it's metal. It's a metal microphone, all metal build. So the build quality is fantastic. It's funny, they have the Tank 1, they have the Tank 2 now, the Tank 3. It's not a secret. It's not a secret because it's on their page. They have a Tank 6.
Yep, it's on it.
They have a Tank 6. So I'm wondering what the 4 and 5 is going to be.
Yeah, how'd they see? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm like, did I miss something? Like, they just went straight from Tank 1 to the Tank 3, then back to the Tank 2, and now we're going to a Tank 6, and I'm just like a tennis match. Like,
the Tank 3 was the first. The Tank 3 was the first. So they started with a 3, which I thought that was weird. It wasn't just the tank, it was a Tank 3. Okay, I get it. You need to put a number at the end. So the very next one was the Tank 1.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they're retconning. Okay, maybe we need to start at the beginning, because then they introduced the Tank 2. But then they skipped 4 and 5, and now they're releasing a 6.
Yeah. 4 and 5, I question. The Tank 1 part, I think I do get it, though, because I think either you or Clay found this thing, the Tank 1, when it wasn't available in the U.S. So it was out like a year or two before we actually were able to get it over here in the States.
Yeah, it was out quite a while before.
Yeah, we just couldn't get it because it was like one of those Russian microphones. So I remember looking for it on YouTube after you guys found it, but we couldn't get it. And every review was in Russian.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
But it sounded good because I listened to him.
Yeah. I have no idea what he's saying about it, but it sounds good while he could be complaining about it. And I'm like, it sounds good to me.
It sounded good, and it made me want some vodka. That's all I need. Philip Boyle, isn't it funny how today's mute button on the XLR was yesterday's on-off? Well, that's really what it is. It's an on-off switch.
Yes.
But it's it can be used as a mute button.
It's go-to. To me, what I think of when I see the Tank 2 is a great Discord, conference call, Zoom call microphone. Because again, if I'm doing it's one thing to have a nice setup like this, but if you're just sitting there and you're working and you're doing a conference call with work or whatever it is, that's a great microphone because it's slim, easy to hook up. And again, if you're an important phone call and so family's rushing in the room, that quick go-to mute button in XLR mode, I'm telling you, last thing you need is your boss hearing about, what your kids are doing in the back room or, hey, Dad, the police are here. They got they got drug dogs out in the backyard. You don't want your boss hearing that. Mute that part. Is this USB mode you're going with now?
Test.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I still can't hear myself.
No? Knob on the back, I think it was. We're saying the gain on the back of it? Well, no, because I can hear you. But you said it was the gain for the PC volume.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. 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 Yeah, there we go. So this is the microphone in XLR. I mean USB. This is what it sounds like. Is it low? I'm not seeing my levels or anything now because I had everything.
It's not bottom heavy. It's a little more high mids.
High mids.
And I like that, honestly.
Well, the way I was using it before, I did have processing on. This is running through USB with no processing. So this is
clean. It's a clean sound.
It picks up the natural tones of my voice, which is what I really like about it.
Yeah. Phillips is talking about the SM57. Love that microphone. I use it for everything. It is my one mic. If everybody told me that for my workflow, you can only have one microphone, as much as I love my RE20, I would have to say SM57 because I use it for when I have to do live vocals. I'm a sound guy at our, a church and a school. We do live performances, live bands, all that stuff. SM57 works for vocals, works for spoken word and instruments, guitars, drums. I've used it on a piano. Again, drums, acoustic guitars, right up next to an amp for electric guitar. It didn't matter. It works awesome for everything. But yeah, love the SM57. And I use it more for spoken word and vocals than I do instruments, to be honest with you.
Okay, how's that? Is that a little bit louder?
Yeah, louder. Yeah, louder.
Is it too much? Is it too much?
Yeah, your gain is up there. I can hear your mouse clicking very well.
Okay, how about I'll bring it back down to where it was.
There you go.
Right here?
Yeah. For me,
Okay.
it might be different for them because I know EV Mux does us different all the time.
It is. Yeah. There we go. So this is what it sounds like in USB. I mentioned that I would do it before we ended the show, and I forgot. So I figured I'd hook it up now, USB. I really do enjoy this. I really do enjoy the sound of this. When I did the review of it, I was very, very impressed.
Yep.
All right. I do believe we're going to go ahead and end this now. That way, since it's halftime in the game, I can get to watch the last half.
Who was it? King Pac was asking about USB hub. Let me tell you which one I use.
Okay.
And then debate like that. Oh man, my belly's too big for that. It's a Winter 3.0. Let me see if I can find an Amazon real quick before we log off.
All right.
It's not a brand. There's another brand I use more, or that cost more, but this USB hub handles anything and everything in 4K 60. I have got two 4K X plugged into that hub right now, and they're both working in 60 frames per second. So I love this hub, and I didn't think it would be that good. What did I say? Winter?
Yeah, winter or something like that.
Here it is. All right. That's the wrong model. Here we go. Let me get you a link on here. There it is. All right. Share link. How do I get a link? There we go. Get link. This is the hub I use, and I love it. And it's not an expensive one. It's $30. I bought it at $40. It's now at $29.
Oh, almost half off.
And it's got 10 ports. But the version I got, the top 2 ports are charging ports, but I never use them. So I wish I had just gotten the all 10 USB. Did I send that?
I'm not sure if you can.
Okay.
Are you trying to put it in in YouTube? Because if you're trying to put a link in YouTube.
I was trying to go to the comments. Oh, I lost the comments. Where'd they go? Oh, I messed it up. I'm in the searching the comments. How do I get rid of this? I've been away for so long, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. All right. So how do I scroll to the bottom?
Yeah.
Type.
I don't know if you have the option to post a comment.
Oh, no.
No. Because it's probably because it's my VMux and not yours. So
Yeah.
you're not able to.
Yep.
What you can do is after the live ends, if you want to go in and post it in the comments.
Let me see if I can add a screen. Shows it on share screen.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
There we go. There you go. It's on there. That's what I have.
There we go.
It's important to get, if you really want one to pump up and handle stuff that's power hungry, always get a USB hub that has a separate plug-in power source. It's not running off whatever you have it plugged into. It's pulling power from somewhere else.
I have one that's very similar to that. It's a different brand.
Yeah.
Mine is MFCIR.
Yeah.
Very similar though.
And I didn't even get it to do this stuff. I just bought it because I just needed to plug in a keyboard and just the low stuff. But every time I plug something into it that I think it has no business, it works. Handling it. I don't know.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, guys. I do believe that does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Mike, or no, that would be Kevin and Mike. I'm not Clay, so
I'm not either. He's in Iceland.
He is in Iceland.
Being a jerk
Guys,
and
when he
enjoying
gets
life without us.
when he gets back, he's got to share all of the pics that he's taken. So it's fantastic. All right, guys. That does it for this episode of Budget Podcasting with Clay and Kevin. So for Mike, I am Kevin saying if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
Love that show.